Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supremacy here, the God. Now listen, one has a new manga and it's called Versus. Now listen. I didn't realize it was from one, to be honest. I was reading it and I made my last video about it and I had no idea it was one by one. I was just like, man, I'm loving this manga. Like these characters, like I actually like everybody. Like what's going on? Like it's rare for me to like hop into a manga and immediately just feel it and just like every character and everything that's happening. It's very rare for me. Like normally, I like one character and that character carries me to go through the story. And this is true in almost everything I read, apart from one's work. One's work, I tend to just love everything about it. Mob Psycho is one of my favorite mangas ever. Loved it. Obviously, One Punch Man is still ongoing. I'm kind of waiting for it to build up to more chapters so I can kind of hop in and just do one long. I like reading it in lots of chapters. It comes out too sporadically. If it was weekly, obviously great. If it was monthly, great, but it's not. It's whenever they feel like it. And we kind of know now why. He's also doing verses. So he's doing quite a lot of work here. I think with Murata again, it looked like Murata, the art style. But I'm not 100% certain. But I would guess, my guess would be that it's Murata. It's great. What can I tell you? The characters are amazing. You just have to read it. It's actually the exact opposite of One Punch Man and Mob Psycho. In One Punch Man, Saitama is the strongest already, right? Not the strongest in the universe, but he's the strongest character on Earth. He's the human strongest guy. He can stop anything that comes his way, and if anything is stronger than him, he will surpass that thing immediately, right? He's gonna keep going stronger exponentially, like we saw against Garo. But in Mob Psycho is similar. Mob is the strongest psyche user. He's the strongest telekinesis user on the planet, right? He is the most powerful telekinesis ability by a long shot. But he just can't really control it. But he's the strongest. Both of these characters are the strongest. And this is the exact opposite. The protagonists and everybody else are the absolute weakest. All the good guys are the weakest by a long shot. They are all at the bottom of the food chain, and it's stomped onto your brain that these guys, humans, in every verse are the bottom of the food chain. Even when it's against themselves, they are the bottom feeders. They are nothing. They are useless. They are weak. They are they're just unreliable. They're just worms on the floor, crawling for their lives. And sometimes a worm might get into your system and kill you. But how frequently does that happen? It's still just a worm. You see it, you stomp on it. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of it. That's literally the beauty of this manga Versus. It's great because these people are so hopeless. And like I said in my last video, imagine the worst circumstance, right? You're already the bottom of the food chain. You're in a world where demons run all over the world. They run rampant. They're in charge of everything. You guys are toys to them, yeah? You cultivate this plan for years and years and years, train warriors and mages and everything for years and years and years to create this plan, and you go and you all get absolutely annihilated. Not one victory, 0 victories. You have 47 heroes and you get 0 victories, 0 against not even the king, but like the ruler, the supreme king, but just like the king's henchmen, right? The king, those definitely different. Those different demon kings, and they're like lower than the supreme king of the demons. They couldn't even, bro. They couldn't even be the first general. They all got smacked the shit up. Most of them died. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm spoiling. My bad. But literally, and then imagine that, and it gets worse. It gets worse than that. This is all from chapter 1, but it gets way worse than that because they call humans from different planets, and sorry for spoilers. They call humans from different planets, and those humans are also the bottom of the food chain. And they're like, wait, what? Oh, these guys are fighting AI? Oh, these guys are fighting aliens? These guys are fighting giants? These guys are fighting titans? These guys are fighting goddamn just natural elements, plants? These guys are fighting fucking giant ants? These guys are fighting a kaiju? These guys are fighting... It's cooked. It's cooked. It's hopelessness at its finest, and one really does a phenomenal job at beating it in. That this is hopelessness. This is human at the bottom of the food chain. What would it be like if we were at the bottom of the food chain? And this is the manga for you about it. I don't even know what to title this video. If I should be like one's next great manga, or if it should be what if humans were at the bottom of the food chain? Something like that. I don't know. But read this manga. It's sensational. There's about 18 chapters out, and every chapter is slapper. It's slapper. You get into it really quickly. There's a lot of characters, but everything is kind of very fast paced. The pacing is quite good. I don't really like slow paced stuff, but that's just me. But yeah, go check it out. Go read it everywhere. It's your boy Supreme Cheer the God. Make sure love like about.